Hello again, everybody. It's 3 o'clock. We are excited to show you our embalming room and answer any questions that you have. So let's start. I'm going to turn the camera around and we're going to head into our embalming room. Of course, we have warnings on the door here, but we are giving you full access today. So here, we're coming into our embalming room and we have Joe here. This is Joe Smolensky. Well, introduce yourself and we'll see what people want to say.
Embalmer, funeral director, manager, and hopefully be able to answer some of your questions today.
Great. So why don't you first thing just show us around what is in the room and
well, get a good look.
Yeah.
While, you can.
Yeah. So this is.
It's a pretty big embalming room when you compare it with other funeral homes. We have that privilege here. Very sterile. At least the way it looks, it's very sterile, and we're not quite as sterile as a
surgical suite,
operating room in a hospital, but for the most part, it's the same concept. And you'll see the embalming tables. We have this is a newer one, a stainless steel, and this is an older model here. It's metal.
Good old reliable, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the material is on top of that, but it's basically a metal table, very heavy, quite light. Mm-hmm. So this is newer technology.
And this one moves around a little bit easier down there.
Yeah. This is very helpful to the embalmer. So 9 times out of 10 we're using this one.
I gotcha.
And then there is a dressing table back here. It's a dressing table. So after we're done with embalming, we will take somebody and move them on here. And this is where we will do cosmetics and dress the body as well. So this is movable, which is nice. So if we need to go to another room, we'll do that. And don't forget about the eye wash station.
Yes, emergency eye wash station.
That's required by law, by OSHA. So this is going to help anybody that does get embalming fluid in their eye, whether that's a vapor or actual fluid, liquid, needs to run over here and grab a shower real quick. You can hang on this. And get
Why don't you show us that, Joe?
It's very cold. It's always cold. There is no hot here. It's all cold. And then the eye wash station is here. You would hit this, and then you can dunk your eyes into a fountain. Never done. Nobody I know has had to do that here in 20 years. So
just in case.
It's just safety. So another quick few things. This is our body lift. This is an older device, but it just gets the job done. So basically, with this here, this will raise the body. Body's going to be strapped in with these straps come undone. We can place them under the body on the table and hook these straps back to this lift, then use this to lift the body up, and this is what we will use to help us put the body on that dressing table or inside of a casket and
save our backs.
Save our backs, exactly. This is the embalming machine. And this is where we place the fluid. This is again, we have old technology, new technology. This is new technology. There's an old one over there. That one I'm going to guess from the 60s, late 60s maybe. That's my guess. Mm-hmm. This one is maybe just 7 years old, maybe less than that actually. The fluids we place in.
I zoomed out, so I'm going to do a little tech here. I got to zoom back, turn back around and zoom back out. What's going on with my hair? Anyway. Okay. All right, I'm back out.
Fluids, there's many types of fluids, and I won't get into all that now, but these, there are basically 2 sessions when it comes to embalming. One is the arterial injection, which is embalming with the vessels, and then there's a cavity session, which is just placing chemical into the abdomen of the body, and there's different chemicals for each of those sessions. This is for the cavity embalming, and both sessions are done with every embalming. Dry cav is one chemical, and permacav is another chemical. Cav for cavity. Very strong chemical. This one, if you open this and pour this on the table, you will be run out of the room.
Do you need to run to that eye wash after that?
Well, I haven't had to, but luckily I can run out of the room.
I can see.
Escape it. But all of this other fluid, this is for the arterial or vessel embalming.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I see there's one up there that says jaundice, so that does help with different colorings, and there's different levels.
Depending on the state of the body and the condition, what they passed away from, what we're dealing with. Yes. What else? Oh.
Instruments.
Can't do an embalming without tools.
Yeah, we've got our instruments. And wow, look how beautifully organized that is. Who did that? Amy Sexton? Amy reorganized
eye caps.
everything.
Everybody gets a kick out of these. These are some really rugged contact lenses. Just kidding.
Hold it up sideways so we can, yeah, wow, they're jagged on one side.
These
Why don't
are
you
eye
demonstrate
caps.
those, Joe?
I don't think so. These are wires that are used to be injected into the gums to help keep a mouth shut, the one that doesn't want to cooperate.
Gotcha.
So, that's not, people get the shivers and chills when they think about that. And I mean, that doesn't sound fun. But
Is that not far off from what they'll do in surgery if they are wiring your jaw closed for like surgical problems?
I am not a physician.
I've heard someone tell me that.
A surgeon, I don't know. I'm really not sure.
These are the instruments.
But the instruments are very similar to what surgeons use. Yes, very similar.
See?
Stainless steel. Those are disinfected after embalming, and we have
Tubing and
all
you're
sorts.
Right, your razors.
Really all sorts of items. And what else do we have to show? Cosmetics. So we
All
act as
different.
beauticians too. So we can act somewhat like a surgeon, and we can act somewhat like a beautician. We've got all sorts of cosmetics here. Helps brushes.
And can you use the same cosmetics on people that have passed away as you can for yourself?
Yeah. Well, we have families bring in the deceased cosmetics. So
Yeah, their favorite lipstick color and
even
things like
cologne
that.
or perfume.
But we do like to use a specialized foundation that we'll use just for our folks. And hair stuff.
Hairdressing. So you got your iron,
That's called a flat iron, and then a curling iron.
Thank you.
Girly stuff.
Yeah, well, you got it. I just wanted to show you. Undergarments, if somebody forgets their undergarments, we've got a collection. We'll be glad to use our collection. And shrouds, yes, that's important for green burial. And more cosmetic in here, backup cosmetic. But that's a basic overview of what's in this room without getting into too much detail.
Well, that's really interesting. A lot of people don't get to see this side of what we do. I'm putting it out there. We've got like 9 people watching. We haven't had any questions yet. Does anybody have any questions before we sign off? If you have a weighing question, then you could also, reach out to us in the comment section and we'll try to answer. Or you could also give us a call here at Renaissance. You can contact us via our email address, which is our web address, which is rfhr.com. Or our contact information is on there, or you can call us at 919-866-1866. If you think this is really interesting, give us a thumbs up and we'll do more lives like this. Like I said, not many people get to see the behind the scenes, and this is where it happens. So I'm happy to answer any questions, or Joe will be available too. So we appreciate your time. Thank you for watching, and we hope you have a great day.
Thank you.